Wait a minute. You still here? Hey! Stan the Annuity Man, America's annuity agent, licensed in all 50 states. That's including yours. By the way, producer, happy St. Patrick's Day. I know that this video is probably not going to be released on St. Patrick's Day, but this is my version of St. Patrick's Day. So, that's the way I look at it. Hey, that's what happens when you don't drink. You're like, whatever. What are annuities paying? Great story here now. Before we get started into the details of all this, I get a call the other day from a syndicated columnist, a smart person, a person that is followed by thousands and thousands of people, a person that has published books. I've helped them write their book, their recent book. I helped them write the part on the annuities. I love this person. I'm not going to give their name away because they'd be mad at me. But they called the other day and asked, I'm not going to say a dumb question, but it was, and a question that a lot of people ask that you can't answer. I guess only a sociopath could answer it. And that question was, what are annuities paying? Huh? Ask me another one. How's a rainbow made? Or where's the unicorn chasing the butterfly? Or what's annuities paying? That's such a broad question. It's like saying, what are restaurants serving? I don't know. What type of restaurant are we talking about? What type of annuity are we talking about? So I'm actually going to answer once and for all, what are annuities paying after this music? Glad you're still here because we're going to talk about what are annuities paying. Could be the dumbest question on the planet. If you've asked it, that's not an affront to you because you've heard nationally syndicated columnists ask it. You've heard people on TV ask it. You've heard journalists ask it. You've heard your friend ask it. You've heard your advisor ask it. Okay? What are annuities paying? You have to talk about the type. So let's take the question, and here's the question, producer, and then we're going to take the type. All right, so let's start here. What are annuities paying? For multi-year guarantee annuities. Multi-year guarantee annuities are CD products that guarantee an interest rate annually for a specific period of time that you choose. So what are annuities paying when it applies to multi-year guarantee annuities? It's a specific interest rate, whether it's 3% or 4% or 2% or 7% or whatever that is. I wish it was 7, but it's not. But the point is, a multi-year guarantee annuity is like a CD. So what are annuities paying when a multi-year guarantee annuity? It's an interest rate. All right, let's do it again. What are annuities paying? Fixed indexed annuities. There's no way to know, okay? Fixed indexed annuities are fixed products. They're life insurance products. They're not securities. But their return, their accumulation value, what they call it in the biz, but the return annually is based on a call option, typically on an index like an S&P. So call option visually is, here's the starting point, contract anniversary date to the next year's contract anniversary date. And then there's a call option, say on the S&P. So if the S&P moves from here to here and goes up, you get a percentage. It's limited, but you get some of that return and it's locked in. So what's an indexed annuity paying? I don't know. What has it paid in the past? They're designed to compete with CD rates, but if you ask me what they're currently paying, I don't know because it's a non-guaranteed return, but with full principal protection. So let's do one more and then I'm going to get some water and then I'm going to do the rest. Okay, here we go. What's an annuity paying? Variable annuity. I don't sell variable annuities because I only sell contractual guarantees. You own an annuity for what it will do, not what it might do. Okay, so I don't sell variable annuities. That doesn't mean I don't like them. But let's get to the question. What is a variable annuity paying? I don't know. Why? Because variable annuity, that accumulation value, that real money value, that annual growth value is based on mutual funds. The industry calls them separate accounts, but mutual funds. So what are they paying? I don't know. It depends on kind of what the markets are doing. It depends on the mutual funds that you chose within that variable annuity. So there's no way to answer that question. What a break, and I come back and do the rest. Glad you're still here because this is important. What are annuities paying? Let's continue with the exercise, producer. What are annuities paying? Single premium immediate annuity. Now this is where it gets a little crazy, and this is what people are typically asking about. What are annuities paying? Or the question is, what's a $100,000 annuity pay? I don't know that until I know your date of birth or dates of birth if it's joint life income. And to throw a little bit more into it, I need to know your state of residence. I need to know how you're going to structure it, where it's a life-only policy, which is the highest paying one, but the money goes poof when you die, or if it's a life with installment refund or a life with cash refund, meaning that 100% of any unused money goes to the listed beneficiaries. So I need to know a lot, but primarily it's the dates of birth or date of birth. When you talk about, what are they paying? It comes down to your life expectancy. Life expectancy is the primary pricing mechanism of a single premium immediate annuity. Interest rates play a secondary role. So one of the things that bothers me in the annuity industry, and you'll see some other companies, I wouldn't say competitors because I have no competitors. I'm Stan The Annuity Man. I'm America's annuity agent. But there are other sites that'll show an immediate annuity and it'll say you're going to get a 6.2% payout or a 6.7% payout. And in a world of low interest rates, where we're in now and looks like we're going to be in for a long, long time, people are clamoring for those type of what I call Jimmy Carter interest rates. So when they see a 6.2 or a 6.9, or I got a call the other day, and the guy said, well, I bought an immediate annuity from another person. I'm like, that's cool. He goes, it's getting me 6.7%. I said, no, it's not. What that number is a reflection of, is your life expectancy at the time you take the payment. Of course, he argued with me. He was wrong, and I pointed out the facts, and then he went, oh, okay, I get it. Remember, with any type of annuity that's paying you a lifetime income stream, it's a combination of return of principal plus interest. Now, in a pure interest rate world, where you're talking about, CD type returns or multi-year guarantee type returns, that's yield. In other words, you're getting 3% on your CD or 2% on your CD, that's yield. But those numbers attached to an immediate annuity payout, that 6.9 or 5.5 or 7. That's a reflection of your life expectancy at the time you take the payment. So let's look at the sister products of immediate annuity, which is a deferred income annuity and a qualified longevity annuity contract. By the way, I've done videos on those as well. You can take a look at those. But same thing. It's the percentage, what are they paying? It depends on when you start the payments, okay? It depends on your life expectancy at that time. So I'm gonna need dates of birth to run the quotes, etc. Think of deferred income annuities and qualified longevity annuity contracts like you think of your Social Security payment. The longer you wait to take the payment, the higher the payment because your life expectancy is less, which means there's gonna be fewer payments, which means those payments would be higher. The reverse is true. If you took them earlier, you have a longer life expectancy, which means there's more payments, which means the payments would be lower. So what is a deferred income annuity, a qualified longevity annuity contract, or an immediate annuity paying? Depends on when you're taking the income stream, because that's the determining factor of the life expectancy bet you're taking with the annuity company. Annuities are the only product on the planet. It's a monopoly. Somehow the annuity industry hasn't pounded this into the table. If I was annuities are for the day or for the year or for the decade or forever, better idea, I would pound the table. Annuities are the only product, they have a monopoly on lifetime income. They're the only product that will pay you for the rest of your life regardless of how long you live. They solve for what's called longevity risk. And longevity risk is you being afraid that you're going to outlive your money. And for a lot of baby boomers, there's 10,000 baby boomers reaching that age every single day. They're saying to themselves, you know what? We got Social Security, but we need more income for life. We're tired of the market volatility. We want guarantees. We want that money hitting that bank account every single month. So the other one you might want to look at too is, what are annuities paying for multi-year guarantee annuities? It depends on the interest rate you're getting, right? So when you ask the general question, what are annuities paying? You got to go a little bit deeper than that. What type are you looking at? And if it's income, it's all about life expectancy. Glad you're still here. What annuity is best for me is a video you need to look at that coincides pretty well with this. What are annuities paying? Please don't ask that. You can ask it in a better way. Hey, Stan The Annuity Man, what are annuities paying for me and I want lifetime income? That's a better question, right? So let me send you my books. I've gone over all of this. I mean, there's the immediate annuity one, right? I've written one on income riders as well. I've written one on QLACs. We talked about QLACs. There's the QLAC book. And I believe this one's on deferred income. Yeah, this is deferred income annuity. I've written 6 of these owner's manuals. I will send them to you for free in this Willy Wonka package. If you don't know who Willy Wonka is, Google it and watch the movie. The first one, not the second one, by the way. But I'll do that for free. I'll send that to you. You can go to Amazon, make my wife happy, and buy them there, the digital copies. But we'll send hard copies to you so that you can read them, understand them. There's never an urgency to buy an annuity. The only urgency is to fully understand them. And with that being said, go to my site at theannuityman.com. I do a blog every day. I write an article every day. I do a video every day, as you're seeing now, and I do a podcast every week, which might turn into a daily one if I just feel ambitious, which I probably will. Also subscribe. I'd appreciate you if you do that as well. Not that that means anything, but I like to see numbers going up, right? We like to see money growing. We like to see subscribers growing. And with that, I thank you, and I'll see you on the next Stan the Annuity Man video.